far would you drive for a great breakfast? A stick-to-your-ribs, soul-satisfying breakfast that will keep you full till dinner. Well, people from just down the road, across the country, and around the world come for just that kind of breakfast at a legendary spot named Moody's Diner. Located in the town of Waldoboro, right on Route 1 in Midcoast, Maine, Moody's Diner has been feeding locals and visitors alike for nearly a century. And after all these years, this place has become more than just a restaurant.
Moody's is no longer just a place to eat in Maine, but it's a destination spot. We've been serving Maine and our visitors since 1927. So if you're coming to Maine, you gotta visit LL Bean, you gotta visit Red's Eats, and you gotta go to Moody's Diner.
Dan Beck is the third generation of the Moody family to run this iconic spot, which was started by his grandparents, Percy and Bertha Moody, just a couple years before the Great Depression. And all these decades later, not much has changed here, from the classic neon sign over the door to just about everything you see once you head inside.
You do kind of step back in time. First thing you'll see is the counter, and the Formica on that counter probably hasn't changed since the 50s. You'll see the grooves where people slide the ketchup back and forth. And you're gonna see wait staff, some that have been here upwards of 50 years, all the same home-cooked recipes, the desserts that were my grandmother's recipes, so you're gonna see a lot of family tradition.
And plenty of customers have made a meal at Moody's part of their family tradition.
People that were here when they were kids, they're coming back with their kids and their grandkids. It's cool for me, and I think it's cool for the customer too, because when they come in and they show their kids and they're like, you know, this is the same booth I sat in when I was your age, or that waitress waited on me 30 years ago. That is cool.
When it comes to the food here, we're talking about classic New England diner fare. And let's make one thing clear, this is not health food. This is hearty food. Case in point, the delicious morning meal known simply as the breakfast.
That comes with 2 eggs any style, a grilled biscuit with our homemade sausage gravy, home fries, 2 sausage patty. So it's a hearty breakfast. You gotta have the breakfast if you come to Moody's.
And since you're in Maine, you need to have something with blueberries, like the award-winning blueberry muffins or a triple stack of blueberry pancakes.
There's a denseness to them, there's substance to them. You don't go away hungry if you've eaten 3 blueberry pancakes.
On the sweet side, some opt for the outstanding fresh-baked cinnamon buns, but those in the know always get to Moody's early for their homemade donuts.
I love our donuts, and my waistline will say I love our donuts. Our donuts are fried in pure lard, so your doctor will not approve, but your taste buds will. They've got substance to them. When you bite into it, it's not filled with air, but it's filled with donut. And this is the recipe my grandmother used. Our staples are a chocolate donut with a white sugar, a plain donut, and then a donut with a cinnamon sugar. There's rarely ever any donuts left. They sell out quickly, but yeah, I love Moody Donuts.
Moody's is open 7 days a week from 6 in the morning until 8 at night. So like any great diner, the menu goes well beyond breakfast. With options like a pastrami Reuben with local sauerkraut on grilled rye, a classic toasted turkey club, and the belly-busting Bertha Burger.
I don't know if my grandmother, whose name was Bertha, would be thrilled that I named a burger after her, but it's Moody's version of a Big Mac, but better. So you get a half-pound patty with fried pickles, American cheese, purple onion, lettuce. It is a mouthful. You gotta smush it. Wicked good.
Other diner classics include homemade chicken croquettes, chicken parm over spaghetti, and a hot turkey sandwich smothered in house-made gravy.
We're roasting our turkeys here every day. Take white meat and dark meat. We mix it in with a gravy. We sandwich it between 2 pieces of white toast, lather it with our turkey gravy, and that comes with 2 sides. So, as we would say in the mid-coast, it is right wicked good.
Of course, no diner meal is complete without pie, and the kitchen here is constantly baking up about a dozen varieties.
Pies are one of the things that Moody's is known for. We sell a ton of pies. We did a vote a few years ago, and one of the pies that kind of topped that list is the chocolate cream pie. Everybody loves chocolate. Some real close runners-up were the 4-berry pie, the blueberry, and the lemon meringue. But in addition to those, we have strawberry rhubarb, we have apple, we have a walnut pie. People don't see walnut pie, so you come to Moody's, you gotta have pie.
And you've got to appreciate a family-owned business where the delicious food, friendly service, and classic atmosphere continue to stand the test of time.
In a changing world, people are looking for a few things that don't change. And I think Moody's is one of those things. And we often say coming to Moody's is like coming home. So we would love to have you come. You need to come for the experience. Our slogan here at Moody's is when I get hungry, I get Moody. So I know everybody gets hungry, so you got to try Moody's at least once.